In the today's section, we will discuss about the topics of science of class 10, which is of the topics of physics, and that is energy. While we are discussing about the energy, first we should know some terms or some definition of energy. In this, energy is the capacity to do work. हामीले जुन काम गर्छौं त्यसको लागि चाहिने एउटा क्यापासिटी, कुनै काम गर्नको लागि चाहिने त्यसको क्यापासिटी अथवा त्यसमा हुनुपर्ने जुन क्षमता हो त्यो नै के हो त एनर्जी हो. Or the necessary to do all kind of works. जुन कुनै काम गर्नको लागि पनि हामीलाई एनर्जी चाहिने गर्छ. No life is possible without energy. First you should have to remember energy means the capacity to do work, and it is necessary to do all kind of work. In this, energy is a non-creatable and non-destroyable. According to the principle of conservation of energy, conservation of energy means it never be destroyed. यो कुनै पनि हालतमा लस भएर जाँदैन के एनर्जी एउटा फर्म देखि अर्को फर्ममा ट्रान्सफर हुने हो. That is the conservation law. And here is energy is neither be created nor be destroyed. कुनै पनि अवस्थामा यसलाई क्रिएट गर्न पनि सकिँदैन, एनर्जी बनाउन पनि सकिँदैन, nor be destroyed. यसलाई नाश गर्न पनि सकिँदैन. But it can be changed from one form to another form. तर यसलाई एक फर्म देखि अर्को फर्ममा चेन्ज गर्न अथवा ट्रान्सफर्म गर्न सकिन्छ. For example, in our body there is a potential energy to do something. When we make something rested particles to a motion, then we use our potential energy to create a kinetic energy. Here the potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Same like on the dam water, there is a potential energy, and when it's transfer or when it flows, then that potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means the energy possessed by the moving object due to change of position, change of motion, and due to change of position there is a potential energy. तपाईहरु जति माथि तल गर्नुहुन्छ, there is the change of potential energy. But while you make a motion on your body, then there will be the change of kinetic energy. Same way, when you rub your hand, then there will be the production of heat. There is the kinetic energy, it changes into the heat energy. This is the conservation of energy. And next topics is about the sources of energy. Sources of energy mean from where we can get energy. We get some foods and we get energy to our body. That is the source of energy. Food is the source of energy to our body. Same way, we need a different type of energies. In this, there are the different sources. These sources are divided into the categorized into the two types. One is renewable source of energy. Next one is non-renewable source of energy. In this non-renewable source of energy means the source of energy which cannot be reproduced in short period. छोटो समयमा त्यसलाई फेरि उत्पादन गर्न, रिप्रोडक्सन गर्न सकिँदैन भने that is non-renewable source of energy. And can be stored जुन नन रिन्युएबल सोर्स अफ इनर्जी छन् उनीहरूलाई स्टोर गर्न पनि सकिँदैन। तिनीहरूलाई के गर्न सकिन्छ त युज गर्दै जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ सकिन्छ, तर त्यसलाई रिप्रोड्युस गर्न सकिँदैन। तर हामीले त्यसलाई सर्टेन पोजिसनमा के गर्न सकेनौँ त स्टोर गर्न सकेनौँ भने देयर विल बी द इनर्जी क्राइसिस। फर इक्जाम्पल कोल, पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट, नेचुरल ग्यासेस, दिज आर द नन रिन्युएबल। हामीले कोललाई जति खानीबाट निकाल्ने चिज हो। कोल, वी गेट कोल फ्रम द माइन्स एन्ड when we use a repeated use of coal will reduce the time to use coal. In similar way, petroleum product is also the fossil fuel energy. When you use this continuously, then the source of petroleum product will be decreased. And next one is about the natural gases. Natural gases mean the different type of gases which produces energy. And next one is about the renewable source of energy. The source of energy which never be consumed completely. कुनै पनि अवस्थामा त्यसलाई पूर्ण रूपमा प्रयोग गर्न सकिँदैन। जस्तो कोल थियो, कोलको खानीबाट निकाल्दै खानीबाट कोल आउन छोड्यो भने त्यो सकियो। बट द रिन्युएबल सोर्स अफ इनर्जी नेभर बी कन्ज्युम कम्प्लिटली एन्ड क्यान बी रिप्रोड्युस अगेन। त्यसलाई फेरि पनि प्रोड्युस गर्न सकिन्छ। फर इक्जाम्पल वाइन्ड, हामीले कुनै ठाउँमा एउटा हावाबाट वाइन्ड मिल स्टार्ट गर्छौँ भने त्यो हावाले त्यहाँ स्ट्राइक गर्छ, तर त्यो हावा सकिँदैन। त्यहाँ त्यसले स्ट्राइक गर्छ, त्यसको के हुन्छ त मोसनमा केही इफेक्ट आउला, तर त्यो नासिएर जाँदैन। एन्ड वी क्यान युज दिस अगेन। त्यही हावा फेरि अर्को ठाउँमा पुग्यो भने त्यहाँ फेरि हामीले वाइन्ड मिल चलाउन सक्छौँ। सिमिलर वे रिभर, फ्रम द रिभर वी क्यान प्रोड्युस हाइड्रो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी। हाइड्रो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी निकाल्न सकिन्छ, जुन के हुन्छ त एक ठाउँबाट निकालेको हाइड्रो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी त्यहाँबाट टर्बाइन घुमाउने हो, त्यसपछि त्यो वाटर कुनै पनि रूपमा कन्ज्युम हुँदैन। देन दिस वाटर विल बी फ्लोज एन्ड नेक्स्ट टाइम वी क्यान प्रोड्युस हाइड्रो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी अन द नेक्स्ट प्लेस। सिमिलरली फूड, वी क्यान ग्रो एन्ड वी क्यान इट wood also. We can plant a tree and we can produce again. In similar way, crops, biomass, geothermal energy, solar radiation, solar energy, these are the renewable source of energy. About the solar energy we will discuss on later about this on the brief. Here is some questions related to energy. Some definition of energy is also one important. Explain its importance. Energy important to live us, to run our daily life, to do something. Without energy we cannot do anything. That is the importance. And what are the sources of energy? The different kind of source from which we can get energy. That is the source of energy. For example, coal, petroleum product, natural gases, wind, river, these are the sources of energy. And differentiate non-renewable and renewable energy. One of the most important question is differentiate non-renewable and renewable sources of energy. First thing you have to give example, second you have to give definition. That is about the sources of energy. And next topics is about the sun is the ultimate source of energy. That is solar energy also. Why solar energy is the ultimate source of energy? In this, different sources like the fossil fuel, hydro energy, biofuel, tidal energy, geothermal energy, these are the form of energy or the on the basis of the sources. All these are dependent on the solar energy. Without solar energy, there is no possibility of fossil fuel. Fossil fuel means the conservation, or this is the process to dump the biodegradable things for the many years. Then this will become a coal or the petroleum product. That is dependent on the solar energy. Without solar energy, there is no possibility of life, no possibility of plant and animal also. So without this, there is no fossils. Hydro energy. Without solar radiation, the temperature of Earth became meaningless. Without without temperature, water became frozen. From this frozen water, we cannot get hydro energy. Similar way, biofuel. Biofuel means we use the different type of products from the animals and plant, which is used as a fuel. Tidal energy. This is same like hydro energy. Tidal energy means due to the motion of the ocean water, we can produce hydro energy. Without temperature, there is no possibility to be a motion on the water. There will be the frozen water. Geothermal energy. Geothermal energy means that without the solar radiation, there is no heat on the earth, so we cannot get heat from the inner part of the earth, so there is no possibility of geothermal energy. So all these sources of energy are dependent on the solar energy, and solar energy is a continuous source of energy, so it is taken as the ultimate source of energy. And next one, there is some data about the solar energy. First one is composition of element on the sun are hydrogen 70% and helium 28% and different metals of 2%. Almost main is more composition is of hydrogen and helium. On the solar radiation, there is the main source of energy is about the nuclear reaction or the nuclear energy, that is nuclear fission and fusion. Nuclear fission means there is the decomposition of the helium into the different hydrogen or the active hydrogen, and fusion means the fusion of hydrogen to produce the helium. That is the main source of energy on the sun. An energy source is nuclear fusion between the two hydrogen transformed into helium. That is the main source of energy on the sun. Then the average solar power to earth is 1.4 kilowatt per meter square. 1 meter square में 1.4 kilowatt energy चाहिँ के गर्छ त हरेक टाइममा हामीलाई पाइराखेका हुन्छौँ. And the radiation energy is 4 into 10th power 16 joule per second. Energy unit is joule and it is per second. Per second मा आउने energy कति छ त 4 into 10th power 26 joule. These are the some data. Mainly you should have to remember different sources like fossil fuel, hydro energy, biofuel, tidal energy. These all are dependent on the solar energy and it is continuous source of energy, so it is taken as ultimate source of energy. So from here the main question is why sun is taken as the ultimate source of energy. Already you get this answer. On this section, this much about the today's section. We will come on the next section with the next topics. This was for today's section. Don't forget to subscribe us. Don't forget to give a feedback with us. Do share, do subscribe to our channel.